Alright guys, so here's another car that we just did today. The issue with this one, well, the information that we got is the customer replaced a fuel pump at another shop. The problem that he's having is still the same, which basically the engine kind of wants to die out on him, and then it comes back to life after a few seconds. It hasn't left him stranded yet. I don't think. He hasn't mentioned that to me. But they already changed the fuel pump on it. Another shop thought that it was a fuel pump. They changed it. Now the codes that I'm getting is the only code that I'm getting was the P127E. That shows for a fuel pump relay open circuit or something like that. Now that on the TIPM box. Now this is a TIPM box. So basically the fuel pump relay is integrated into it. Now you can always buy this box. Dealership sells them for like $1,600, 16, 17, 18, somewhere in there. You're gonna be able to buy this box. I'm not sure if you have to program it or not, but that's where it goes. Now, why that shop replaced the fuel pump? I'm assuming it was the easy way out, but it didn't solve the problem. So now he brought it to me. I did the diagnostic. We figured out that it was this. Now, I didn't feel the part that we did the wiring and whatnot, but if you go to a dealership, they do sell you a external relay that you can put on it. Same thing with the Dodge Ram. Anything that is Dodge, it has this issue, and eventually you're gonna get it done. Now, I don't know about other, let's say like the Chrysler 300 or the Ram, the Chrysler Town & Country. If it has the same fuse box, most likely it's gonna be the same setup, but the wiring diagram could change, and therefore I don't know if you can use the same other than for this particular vehicle, which is a 16 Patriot. Now, the dealership, they sell you the external fuel relay, fuel pump relay, like 90. Can't remember how much it was. Almost like $100 just for the relay. They know about this because they are the one that suggested doing it, other than paying $1,800 for the box itself. Now the relay is just basically any other relay. It has 4 legs on it. I can't remember because my buddy's the one that came and he did the diagram, because I don't have the diagram for this one. So when you come into the box, you're gonna find the first plug here in the corner. That's the one that supplies the power to the relay. That being said, the orange and blue, okay, you're gonna attach it to one of the blue legs. Red and yellow is the power line, so you're gonna get power. You're not gonna cut that wire, you're just gonna supply power from it. But the orange and blue, let's see, orange and blue, you do cut that wire. You basically split the 2 greens on it. So orange and blue, 1 leg green, orange and blue, the blue line, and a green one to the red and yellow. Okay, so that's how you get power. And then you have another blue left over on the circuit, and you're gonna put that to ground. Okay, which is this little wire that we just put over here to ground. So what it does is it cuts the signal from the relay internally. You get supply to power up the external relay, and you make a bridge, in other words. So it supplies the fuel pump with power all the time when the emitter is on and whatnot. So again, that's the orange and blue. No, I'm sorry, it's a blue and orange. It supplies the 1 blue leg, 1 green leg on it, and the red and yellow is a green leg from it, and the leftover blue leg from the relay is a ground. Okay, and then you kind of put this guy back on. Okay, you secure it, make sure it's in place. You put all the stuff lined up. Back again. Okay. It's kind of hard to do this thing on one-handed. Okay, here we go. It has its own little thing to clip it onto the side of the fuse box. That way it's not flopping anywhere. But you can see right there, that's where it's at, and this is the ground wire that we put on it. Okay, and that's that, you guys. You do that, make sure that everything is back in place, and the car runs and drives no issue. Make sure that it's running for this car. This is a 2016. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure on the other models, but for this one, that it is what it needs to be done. So now I'm gonna keep her running for a little bit before turning it back to the customer. But yeah, shouldn't be having this issue anymore. Alright guys, like always, share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.